Hey Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. How's that hot pack treatment coming?
It is what it is, I guess.
So how's everything else going?
I mean, it's all right given what it is. I guess with the Tommy John surgery or whatever I had with being out for so long. My guys I have the rest of the whole season to play, and I can't go out there and pitch, and help my team out. I know I can still go to the games and whatever else, but I mean, I don't know. It's just it feels weird not being able to be out there and playing.
A significant amount of time, the time they are missing, they feel like they're falling behind.
Well, that's the thing, like, because I know that, the doctor told me, and, like, we kind of talked about it, that, this is going to be a long process to get back. And, it's not going to be like a 3 weeks and I'm back kind of thing. This is going to be a long process, and, there's probably going to be some pain and stuff involved with coming back. And, I don't know, it feels weird because I've never had an injury like this before.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never been able to not help my team. And I think that's probably what's, worst about it for me is it's not that I'm hurt, but that, I see my team out there and, right now they're struggling. And, I think I'll be able to help them. And the fact that I'm, sitting on the sidelines after having surgery, I can't do anything for them,
Yeah. You also have to understand that you may not be able to help them physically, but you can definitely, help their, spirits, help provide motivation, especially, practices, team events. Anybody you see getting down about the way things are going, lift them up. Not allowing them to see, that your injury is affecting you the way it is, or even, some of them you can definitely, talk to them about, some of your doubts, problems. So.
Yeah, I mean, and I try to be there, and I tell Coach, I've told Coach, that as much as I can. Obviously, recently I haven't just because of the surgery, but that I want to be there for practices and still be around the team, and he's all for that. And I think I don't know, maybe I just need to try working on changing my mindset and maybe being almost like a coach instead of a player for now. Knowing that I can still come back next year and play, but maybe I don't know. It might be helpful. This is something the coach mentioned. Is maybe kind of being that like player coach kind of guy and helping the young guys, the young pitchers that are in our program right now. Help them learn not only stuff I know in baseball because I'm older, but how to handle college with sports and whatever else. So that might be something I might need to look a different way instead of just thinking, hey, I'm not playing. I don't know.
Definitely look at it from a positive perspective. It's great that your coach wants to get you involved with everything. And it's great that you're open to the fact of taking on a different role with your injury. So.
Yeah, we're going to stop for a second because I don't know where to go from there. See where, I don't even know, I meant to start a timer.
Hold on, let's go to 5 minutes in, I guess, but probably half of it's this.
You want to stop this? Because I don't remember the last time we did it. I couldn't remember if we could cut out middle parts. We could just cut out beginning and end.
No, we cut out middle.
Can we?
Well,
Okay.
hopefully.
I'm pretty sure.
How do you think you're, considering you're a couple weeks out, how do you think everything's progressing for you with your elbow?
I think it feels okay, as much as it can. Right after surgery, it was obviously really painful, and, still being at that point where I haven't really seen any major improvements in terms of, like, being able to move my arm around and stuff like that. I mean, I've seen a little bit, but, I haven't seen any major steps, so that's a little discouraging, but, I trust the ATs here and knowing that, y'all will be able to get me back to full health and get me back to where I should be. But, it's gonna be tough. I mean, it'll be tough physically, but it'll be tough mentally too.
If you, if you remember all those goals we set out from the beginning when you first had surgery, just the short-term goals, I'll focus on those. When we reach those, those should get your hopes up, showing that you're making progress. I won't focus on the long-term goals just because it's so far off. Let's focus on the baby steps because that'll get us to the leaps and bounds. And hopefully, I wouldn't let the fact that you can't get to 100% right away like any other injury, deter your mood. As far as, I just don't let things get you down. Even if we encounter some setbacks, it's common to see that kind of thing, especially with any major injury. So.
Yeah. Well, and that's what, like, for instance, today, and kind of talking about, wishing I were still out there, like, we had a lead. I'm going to talk about the hell of our game today. That's like today, for instance, I was talking about, being able to help a team or feeling like, that being on the sidelines, I'm hurting them. Like, today we had a lead in our game, and we had a 4-run lead in the third inning, and we ended up losing in the ninth. Like, we gave up a couple runs in the bottom of the ninth and ended up losing that game, and like that was my position when I was healthy. Like, I was the closer, and I came in the 8th or ninth and shut everybody down, or, I don't feel like I would have given up those runs, and I'm not saying anything against the guy that did pitch, but I just don't feel like that, I felt like I could have helped my team in that situation. It's just really hard sitting on the sidelines watching them lose in a situation where I could have helped them win,
Right. I think if you look at a perspective that you can still help them win, by helping the guys, maybe not, on this day particularly, but, set the tone for the future. Don't let things that happen today affect you, and definitely don't blame yourself for things that are happening now. Surgery was something that had to be done. It's not like you could prevent it in any way, shape, or form. So I think it's more about, although you want to be out there and helping the team, sometimes you have to help them as best you can. And